Hello and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. In this video, we're gonna look at the future of NATO. Obviously, there's a lot of changes in the world, so I thought it would be a great one to look at what's gonna happen to the future of this organization that has been around for a while. So as you can see, I like to do these readings that I shuffle the cards and I just simply let them fall out. So it's not me who's choosing them, it's more fate. But this might take a while. So if you wanna skip the shuffling, of course you're gonna be able to do it in the description with the timestamps. But if you're still with me, welcome to the channel. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment. It is always very interesting to see how far the videos are able to get in terms of places. But also I want to encourage you to check out my other videos. I have quite a few cards that are indicate that I have political ones, if that's your cup of tea. But also I have readings for your zodiac sign that might able to help you on your day-to-day life as well. So definitely check them out. And again, in the comment, let me know what you think about the future of NATO and generally. So we're kind of ready to go. So at the bottom of the deck, what we have here is the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is definitely indication of a chapter that's ending. But this is actually a very positive card. It's a positive ending or a positive transition because this is a card of multi-generational endeavors. So it can be normally connected to a family business that's been around for multiple generations. And legacy. So obviously, I think, based on that, what I can see that I think NATO is here to stay for multiple generations. Because, you know, it's been around for quite a long time. I don't think it's based on just this one card. I would say that it's going to be dissolved. I think it's going to be more focusing on building on that legacy. Why are they around? And to kind of maybe try to get the members unite around that legacy. All right, so let's see the center as well. So in the center of the reading for NATO, we have the King of Wands. So this can be a person, this can be NATO's energy, or just, you know, the general energy of the card. This is somebody who's like very entrepreneurial. This is something like a leader, somebody who is very charismatic, knows how to unite people behind him, and likes new approaches, entrepreneurship. So this might be a symbol of Donald Trump, because for me, he's that entrepreneur, right? When you kind of look at all of the politicians, he has this entrepreneurial background. And I think right now, probably whatever is happening in NATO is centered around him in terms of whether he's going to be continue to support the organization or what kind of changes there might be happening. The first card in the NATO reading is the King of Cups. So King of Cups, it is also a court card. So from that perspective, it can symbolize a person. It is somebody who is very balanced, driven by feelings and emotions, but also reliant on logic, and has great diplomatic skills as well. So let me know, who do you think this person is? Somebody who is really great with diplomacy, and I think somebody who's really balancing the energies of Trump, which is represented here by that King of Wands. I don't know if it can be Macron. I'm kind of getting that more. But again, it might be anybody who has great leadership skills, or great, not necessarily leadership, but more of a balanced approach. Let me put it this way: great diplomatic skills. Now we also have here the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, again, it's another court card. So there are a lot of people involved here, obviously, a lot of nations. And usually the major arcana cards that are symbolizing countries. Again, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very logical, says whatever she thinks, been through a lot of challenges, difficulties, and they kind of see things clearly as well, and protecting themselves. I'm kind of getting here more Ursula energy, or the EU's itself, of trying to protect itself from whatever happened. So there's definitely those energies of diplomacy, telling the way things are, and I'm kind of getting Europe, right? Because Ursula is kind of more the symbol of Europe. And what's really interesting here, when you kind of look at the position of these two cards, how they're turning their back to each other. So obviously the US, Trump, and Europe are kind of odds when it comes to this NATO membership, or how this NATO alliance is going forward. Now the next card in the reading is the Temperance. So the Temperance is all about slow progress. It is all about being patient and taking one step after the other. It's kind of also a sign that there's all the ingredients for it to be successful, and it's definitely the card of balance, diplomacy, and blending cultures, because the Temperance has this feel of mixing and matching things, energies, and when you kind of look at Europe, it's very diverse on its own as well, having all those countries and languages. And also the Temperance is actually a symbol of Europe, so you can kind of definitely see here that Europe is trying to protect itself, because there's this odds happening with Trump, and there's a lot of diplomacy happening here with all those waviness. The next card in this reading is the Three of Pentacles, which I'm actually like to see this, because this is a card of collaboration, building a strong foundation, and building bridges as well, and acknowledging whatever we've come. So it's a hard work card, but it brings results, acknowledgement. So what I'm kind of like to see here is that I think they're going to be able to collaborate, because this is a great card. Like, this is a typical card of teamwork. So I think all these influential people, I think they're going to be, based on these cards that I can see, they're going to be able to negotiate diplomatically and find some kind of a new base of moving forward. Now we also have here the Page of Wands, which brings positive news, positive evolvement, new adventures as well. So I think all I'm getting here is there's some positive evolution from that perspective, but it also requires patience, right? Because with the Temperance, what the Temperance is kind of telling you, don't do anything crazy, just go in the middle, right? And just take one step at a time. I think this collaboration definitely requires some kind of a time aspect as well. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading about NATO. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed this reading, and also it's an indicator that you enjoyed this reading, and you're also helping me to make sure that the reading gets out to more people and grow my channel. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you will push those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comment sections. Let me know, what do you think about the future of NATO? Who are these figures that are represented by the kings and the queens? And also just share where you are watching from. And don't forget to check out my other videos. All right, so let's continue here. So the reading continues with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a card of very slow motion, but also can symbolize when things are not moving forward, when things are kind of stuck. So it definitely brings that stuck energy, but also symbolizes that there's a need to see this collaboration from a different point of view, or let go of something, let go of all those challenges that they had and just surrender to go with the flow. Now this is kind of like also a card of neutrality or suspension or self-sacrifice. So from that perspective, it can be a symbolism of Finland, Sweden, Switzerland. So obviously they just joined, not Switzerland, but Sweden and Finland. So those are, it can symbolize them, that there's some kind of more partnership happening around with these new members. All right, so the next card is the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a card of community. It's a card of joy, celebration, collaboration. So I think they're going to be able to come to some kind of a new foundation with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. That's going to be celebrated. That's going to be help them to get unstuck from that hangman. Maybe these new members going to be influencing the way things are going to be moving forward. Now we also have here the Strength card. So the Strength card is all about, like, you know, being bold, being strong. Obviously, like I think the NATO is super strong, and all about endurance, courage, and also a very important aspect of it to kind of be brave and making a move that might be surprising. But on the country or continent level, it can also symbolize Africa. So I wonder if Africa is going to be join the NATO in some shape or form, or some African countries, because, like, you know, you kind of have here Europe, you have Africa, you have those new countries that are symbolized like Sweden and Finland, and there might be some kind of collaboration among these. So what do you think about Africa joining the NATO? I never kind of thought about that, but kind of looking at these cards, it's an interesting aspect. And from this deck, we have here the transition, ending and beginning, new job, quit, fired, moving, lost income, inherit, hospice. This is really the death card, which shows that I think the NATO itself is changing, right? I don't think there's a lot to kind of read into it, because you have very positive cards here. So I think it is just shows that a phase of NATO is definitely ending and a new one is beginning. We also have here the Guardian. Fierce approach to finance, daring moves, be the hero, protect savings, treasures. This is kind of like, you know, more the protection aspect of NATO, what I'm kind of getting here. But also we have here the daring moves, which we talked here about with that Strength card. I think it is more that I think the NATO's role is going to be still to protect the members. I think that's going to be the very important one. Now you have here savings. So I think maybe the way NATO is financed is going to be changing, because you have here fierce approach to finance. So I'm kind of getting that maybe the other members will need to pony up a little bit more and increase the fundings. And you also have here magic mirror, public persona, you're the product, sales, social media speaker, leader. This is more that I think it's just a symbol that the NATO is a very prominent public organization, the product itself, and definitely a leader of in the Western world. So that's all I have for you. Let me know what you think about the future of NATO. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.